First Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Monday. This is First Things First. I'm Jenna Wolf. That is Nick Wright. And that is Chris Carter, live from Atlanta, where he is this morning, but joining us all morning long. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Jenna. Good to see you, Chris.
Good morning. Good seeing you guys.
We have a great show for you today. Lots of sports happened yesterday. Lots to talk about today. The unstoppable Chiefs, well, they suddenly look mortal. The Cleveland Browns, well, they don't look like the team many were expecting them to be, and there's a lot of finger-pointing this morning going on in Dallas with the Cowboys. That's where we start today. Cowboys visiting the Jets. Here we go, Sam Darnold.
After the pass, even if they weren't in the top 10, I thought in special categories, that being sacks, that being turnovers, they would still be a special defense. So for me, that part right there, I missed on. I thought Dallas was a playoff team. But when you have the inconsistency with the injuries, the lack of creativity, that's how you get to 3-3. This is the first time they've lost to a bad football team. So for me, that's very, very alarming. Last week, I knew with Sam Darnold coming back, the Jets would play the best game that they had played all season. This was not a team, because their quarterback was injured, that didn't have the talent to be able to win a game. So I thought it was a dangerous game for Dallas. Dallas played down to the level of their competition. The Jets get the big lead. Dallas is not able to make enough plays. The injuries in Dallas continue to mount. And the last thing, if I'm going to throw a pass with the game on the line, I am not throwing a pass to Jason Witten unless I trick everyone. You got to be a little more creative to try to tie up the game. I don't like a quick slant to Jason Witten in the slot when you know Greg Williams is going to have an all-out blitz. So Dallas has huge problems, and these aren't going to go away soon.
Well, Chris, you touched on what is clearly all of the biggest issues. I'll start in the same order you did. Defensively, Tank Lawrence got that huge contract this offseason. Where is Tank Lawrence? He had two sacks in his first 3 games of the year, nowhere to be seen since then. He was supposed to be, Robert Quinn was supposed to be his bookend, not the other way around. So the Cowboys defense, where they spent some money, has not been elite. Byron Jones, a player that we said is the next on the list for the Cowboys to get paid, rolls into the red zone. 3rd and 1, Zeke is stuffed. And then on 4th and 1, they get Dak out on the move, which in theory is a good move, except you're without your left tackle, you're without your right tackle, and the guy the right tackle is supposed to be blocking actually sweeps over and makes the play along with the safety for the New York Jets, the hard hitter Jamal Adams. So those plays, the have-to-have-it plays, none more notable than the 2-point conversion with the game on the line. If the Cowboys had forced overtime, if they had succeeded on the 2-point conversion and won this game 27-24 in overtime, we'd be talking about how ugly it was, how concerning it is, but at least Dallas would be in first place by themselves in the division. They still wouldn't have a terrible loss, even if they had a terrible showing. But with how poorly they played, they had the opportunity to erase it right there. And I agree with you 100%. You throw it to a guy who was doing Monday Night Football last year, and it looked like that was your top option because you had the blitz, because you didn't have time. Amari's out of the game. Randall Cobb's out of the game. That's a disaster for Dallas. This is the first time the Cowboys have lost to an 0-4 or worse team in 20 years, which is these types of losses are the types of losses that can put your coach's job in jeopardy, something a week ago I didn't think was at all possible this season.
And then, CC, again, off your point, it's a shame they couldn't take advantage of what was a Philadelphia loss yesterday. Clearly would have put them in great position in the division. But how does this Dallas Cowboys team come out and start slow again? After everything we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks, you would think they'd come out with a little more energy, a little more gusto. It was yet another sluggish start, and they could never really get into this game.
Yeah, Jenna, you make a great point. You would think with their season coming to play the Jets don't have any energy, looking for life. They're going to get after Sam Darnold. So for me, I don't have a problem because I think sometimes people get it mixed up. when people don't execute, they think that they're not focused. So I thought Dallas was focused. I just thought that the Jets were a better football team. Dallas is not a good football team. So I'm not going to say that they had a slow start because they weren't focused. I thought that the Jets came into the game because earlier in the game, it was just back and forth, just jockeying for position. And then we get my man Robbie Anderson makes the big play to give them the early lead. And then it looks like, okay, Dallas might be in trouble today. They're not very good. Their offensive line, we should not use the word great with their offensive line for a long time. Zeke hadn't been great. When you can't force enough turnovers, you can't get to the opposition. That's what you're going to face the problems that the Dallas Cowboys have now. And I believe we're going to be watching this all year, unless we just change our commentary, because I thought Dallas was a playoff team. I have to look at them as just a middle of the pack, a normal NFL team right now, and can they win their division?
What a difference a couple weeks can make. All right, time now for Put a Grade on It, sponsored by CarMax. Sam Darnold put up 300.
Because an inflamed spleen, we all laughed about having mono. Nobody has it since high school. He was outstanding. He played the type of football that Adam Gase, I'm sure, thought he was capable of playing when he took this job. That is a great win for the New York Jets. I have to give Darnold an A. He was outstanding.
Yeah, he lifted up the whole organization yesterday. He was the difference in this game. Adam Gase's creativity and play calling, you can see the reason why he wanted that Jets job with a young quarterback like Sam Darnold. Exciting for Jets fans who haven't had a lot of excitement. We thought after they lose this game, we'd say, oh, well, let's wait till next year on the Jets. Well, maybe we don't have to wait till next year. Great performance, a performance by Sam Darnold.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break. Coming up, Baker and the Browns fall to 2-4. That's next on FS1. You can always check us out on the Fox Sports channel on SiriusXM. We're back right after this.